Hey guys, welcome back. So last time we took on two titans. One being the Earth-shaking Titan, which turns out to be a cyborg of sorts, and the other one was the Crab Titan, or the Stony Cliff Titan, as the game calls it. So I will be fast traveling to the next area, and I will see you there. So we are now in the north part of Levincia, to set up for our next Titan. Um, so for this one, it is going to also be a Steel type. I know the last one was a Steel type just because of the way it looked. This one is a little different. Um, I'd recommend you do a little bit of training on the way, so I'm going to do that as well. I'm going to challenge this guy here. So, now, so as I said, we're going to keep on heading out this way. We will want to get up quite high for this part. Oh, it seems like I turned off too early. So, we're going to continue our way over. So this one is going to be, I don't remember what exactly it's called. It's the Worm Titan, is what I'm going to call it, 'cause that's what it is. We're going to get an event trigger here that's going to say, hey, you're somewhere in one of the mines, we should find a lurking Steel Titan. So it's the lurking Titan. It's going to be a worm of some kind. We're going to battle this gentleman here. So this is also where you can catch a Rev Room, I believe, so you can see one there. We don't really have too much interest in catching one at this moment in time, but it is worthy of note. So you can see that rock over there. This is where our Titan will flee to. So we are going to run through this cave here to get over faster, hopefully. So we're going to go this way. Oh, so we are actually going to have to take the long way, unfortunately. But we will always take a dusk wall. They are useful. They're useful when shiny hunting in Area 0 later on. There's a Firestone in case you didn't pick one up earlier. We are going to send our Annihilate to battle, do some training while we're running around here. So I believe this is the tunnel we can take. So we are going to run, and we found him. So he is going to run around for a little bit here until we can trigger him enough for him to want to battle us. He's got them creepy looking eyes though. So you're going to want to use Fighting type on this Pokemon. As you can see, our Annihilate has no problem at all taking on our friend here. We are actually just going to follow him straight through there. Just to make our trek a little easier here instead of trying to run through all the different spots. See, he's gonna want to run down here. It's exactly where we called out from before. Oh wow, I thought he was gonna come down here this time. But we have our speed boost here. So now he's going to break in to the Herba Mystica chamber. And And then we're going to have another Titan battle on our hands here. Titan Orthworm has begun eating something. Nicholas, you managed to pin down the Titan. That's the lurking Steel Titan? Well, it sure is long. I think our friend might be even feistier now after eating those herbs. So he's gonna get a stats boost, but it isn't going to make too much of a difference. We do have the type advantage here. So our friend here is also he's going to be using the Tentacool land version, which is Toadstool. As I said, it's not going to be a hard battle for us. We have our type advantage. Make sure to bring fighting or fire to this battle as well. So just like that, we're going to get a few level ups here, and then it's going to go through our cutscene. Did you get a good look at his face though? I didn't expect the Titan to be such a little cutie. Well, he isn't wrong. The eyes are different than what the body kinda gives off. So we're gonna go in to get the Herbamystica. This is gonna be our 4th Herbamystica of our Let's Play here, and it is going to be a very, very good time for us. Come out wherever you are. It's pretty much the same cutscene for each one. This one will be, I'm not actually sure. I think it's the salty because it's white, but here's our little herb. Yeah, so this is the salty Herbamystica. This one in the post game is the most useful. So now let's see, what does the book have to say? Apparently the salty Herbamystica helps with headaches and feet, with aching hands and feet. Good for neuropathy and numbness. When you've got muscle weakness, it supposedly builds up strength again. No time to waste, let's get cooking. Sorry for the wait, here's a super healthy sandwich that'll perk you right up. Plus here's another token of our friendship. So, after that ordeal, we're going to have a nice little sandwich. I feel like we never get to eat the sandwich, to be honest, but that's okay. Do you want to give your sandwich to Maridon? Yep. Can't leave Toothless hungry now, can we? Come on, Bostiff, food's up. And Bostiff must be gaining some weight. We've been doing these all in quick succession here. Munch, munch, munch. Oh, so look at that. Seems like someone's got a proper appetite now. And then there's Maridon, who just eats it without tasting it. So he's going to get another power up, and we're going to be able to jump even higher now. Seems like that fellow's slowly regaining its original strength. Still doesn't look anywhere close to returning to its battle form. Seems healthy enough physically. Maybe it's got some kind of mental block that's preventing it from returning to its true form. A mental block? I've read about it in books before. It's a mental scar, like psychological trauma, you know? I think that's what you call it. Maybe it's had a terrifying experience in battle, and now it's scared to battle at all. Well, don't worry. I'm sure both that brute and Mabostiff will make a full recovery eventually. How about you, Mabostiff? How's the Herbamystica working? Roof. Oh, no pressure. Like, not like it's fair to expect every kind of Herbamystica to have a huge effect, right? It's not like the effect's gonna be immediate either. Hey, it's okay, don't worry. Nicholas and I are gonna make sure you're right as rain. We've got one more herb to go, and I bet that's the best of them all. It's gotta be. Alright, Nicholas. Next stop should be the last hurdle. Can't lose the steam until we're done. Let's keep up the momentum. Here we go. So, we are gonna get one more cutscene, I believe. And it is going to be our trusty professor, our trusty Professor Turo. Hello, Nicholas, this is Turo. I detect my item has gained some of its original power. While you riding upon it seems to jump higher if you press and hold the B button. So, you must continue to helping my item recover. It's what our big plans were. So, we are going to go take on the last Titan in this episode as well. So I am going to skip to the nearest town there. So we're here in, I believe, North Manali, and now we are going to set out for our last one. Here, I'll set the destination quickly as well. There we go. So we are going to speed on over. As you can see, we do have the flying, as well as the ability to jump higher than before. As you can probably guess, this one will be the hardest, but it's also the most difficult to find, if I'm being completely honest. When I did my initial playthrough, I was a little confused on how to find this one, but after a little bit of searching, it ended up working out. So we are going to get over there as speedy as possible. Oh, there's some. The mechanics here are actually really, really cool. If you, while we're just roaming around, you can, so we're gonna get notification while we're roaming. Hey there, Nicholas. Rumor has it the false dragon titan lurks somewhere in this lake. Yeah, not a single person has caught a glimpse of it. It must be some kind of truly terrifying beast. But how are we supposed to look for a thing we don't even know what it looks like? Surely it'd be handy if we could just run around crying, "I'm the Titan" or something, if only, right? So, he's not wrong. The Titan technically does say, "I'm the Titan," once you approach it, but it's a little hard to justify. But as you can see, the flying mechanics here are actually really cool. We have our friend here, who it makes our lives a little easier, and as well as we have the speed mechanic. So I'm just trying to show all those off while we're here. So I swear I saw. Oh, there it is. Okay. So going into this battle, it's going to be a water type, judging by the fact that we're on the lake. So, we have to keep that in mind. I am going to give some resistance buffs to our Pokemon, and then we'll all show you where exactly the false Titan is. So, as you can see, we're on the island. You're going to want to find the one that's on the edge here. He's going to be slightly bigger, and he is literally going to say Titan. So, yeah. So that's what we're dealing with. It's basically a big old catfish. It's going to be quite the interesting battle for us. I'm going to close combat. It's not going to do the most damage, but it will wipe us out pretty quickly, as you can probably tell, just by how much close combat did. So yeah, down goes our friend there. We are going to switch into Scovillain. So Scovillain does have the grass type move. Our Scovillain is equipped with a miracle seed. So that's going to give us even more power against our foe here. Fortunately, our Trailblaze doesn't do too much damage, but having said that, we do have 4 Pokemon, so we will showcase them here. This battle is definitely not the hardest, but by far. And we're gonna attempt to cheese this one a little bit. So Skeledirge is gonna come in. Our Skeledirge we are gonna terrestrialize to hopefully offset the fact that we are using a fire type into a water type. So yeah, this one, remember, we don't have to completely KO it here. We just have to get it down to into the red HP, and then it should run away. And then we'll get some help from our trusty friend. So hopefully our Skeletors can live a little here. No, I guess not, unfortunately. But we will continue to keep our hopes up here. So our Shelgon is going to be a little weak. So what we will do is basically we're gonna cycle through our Pokemon here and revive them as needed. So Donzo's actually, that attack's actually gonna miss, which is really, really big for us. Means we will be able to get one more Pokemon revived here. And then, yeah, our Shelgon's gonna live a little longer than expected. But, just like that, we are going to be back to a partially full team again. There's the waterfall. And our Shelgon's gonna live through that as well. Wow. Okay, that's kind of unexpected. So we are going to heal up our Skeledirge and hopefully send Skeledirge in. If this body slam hits, yeah. So as I said, this one is gonna be the hardest. And because of that, we are gonna want to be careful here. So we're going to Torch Song. It is gonna go first. With that, I believe Skeledirge is gonna be knocked out with Waterfalls. It's very, oh wow, it lived. So Torch Song is gonna go through again. It's gonna be buffed because of the special attack. So that might just put us in the green here. Perfect. So he's gonna run away. We are going to be happy with that. I'm gonna cut here to after I'm healed and in front of where he's going to be. So after healing up, he is going to go to the center island here in the middle of the lake, and we will see him momentarily. So if we run over here, we've actually beat him here. So he's going to do a few laps. So I'll just cut to when he actually shows up. Oh wait, no, it's right here. Never mind. So with this, there's going to be two battles. One is going to be against the catfish, and the other one is going to be against our friend here. Did we find the Titan? Yes, we did. So this episode will run a little long, but it is going to get all of our Titan battles out of the way. So I'm going to say that's a win-win here. So he's going to send in his gradient. See how higher level his gradient is compared to us. That's not really what you want to see, but that is roughly where your Pokemon should be when you do this. We're cheesing it a little bit to make our lives easier for the last few gyms, but that's okay. So if you so choose, you can do this after you've done the 5th sorry, the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th gym, and it will be the same. It'll be the same order of how it's going to be set up, but it'll be the same order of how it's going to be set up, and it'll be the same way of combating it. You're gonna want something to deal with the fact that this is going to be a water type, and then you're gonna want something to deal damage to a dragon type, because that is the fault. It is not really a false dragon. It's just a not very intimidating dragon. So it's gonna let us switch in. We are gonna bring in Annihilate. Our partner here will pretty much be able to take this down on his own. It's just going to be a slow process, unfortunately, but that's alright. So, as for Pokemon to be used in the game, if you decide you want to use Donzo, it evolves from the dolphin Pokemon we saw earlier, I believe. So don't ask me how like a dolphin-looking Pokemon turns into a catfish, but I'm sure the people over at Game Freak know what they're doing. So we're going to close combat once again. It's going to get nice and low, and hopefully our friend here can finish it off. Oh, we're gonna take that right to the face. That is unfortunate. Perfect. So it's gonna faint, and then little sushi guy escaped without becoming that thing's lunch. Titan. Does this thing want to fight too? It absolutely does. So arguably, you will be healed up actually for this fight. So we're gonna Terrestrialize again. It's actually, so Tatsuguri is this Pokemon's name. It does not have an evolution, but it does have 3 different forms. I think it's 3 or 4, and they all, each color means a different stat it's boosted. So one is going to have, oh wow, it's going to have Icy Wind. Wow, I didn't expect that. That hurt quite a lot. So it is going to, it's going to be quite the interesting battle to deal with, especially with our underleveled Pokemon. But having said that, we kind of went into the other ones over leveled, so giving this Titan a fair shot is the goal. Our Skeletor is gonna faint too. Wow. Okay. We might just be lucky to stay alive here, especially if Radiant's gonna use Tail Whip. That's fine. We'll bring in our Annihilate. It's going to be, again, it's going to be a tough battle, but we are hopefully prepared, and definitely make sure you bring some revives if you're challenging this at the level I am. So we are going to continue to battle. Radiant's gonna be in some pain here. Unfortunately, that's the only Pokemon we have. So, I wonder if he revives it or not. I haven't actually seen his Pokemon faint before. So it looks like it is just us now. So hopefully, our Annihilate can outspeed the Tatsuguri here. Nope, we're gonna take a Muddy Water to the face. We may have to cheese this a little bit here. with our Shogun not being up to snuff. Okay. So with that, we are going to use some old trainer tricks of doing some healing and some swapping, and hopefully it will so it's gonna have Dragon Pulse too. Wow. This Tatsugiri is full of tricks. Icy Wind. I don't know if I don't think we have it speeded at this point, but we'll give it a shot. Nope. That's alright. We still have our other Pokemon. We're gonna have to, like I said, we're gonna have to cheese this pretty hard here. Our poor Pokemon. I mean, it would be nice if our friend here brought more than one Pokemon to this fight, but that's just not the case. It's gonna be a muddy water. Yeah, it's gonna take us out. So I will finish this battle, but I'm just gonna pause, skip to the end, because this is gonna be a little bit. So after finally beating the Tatsugiri, that was ridiculous. We are going to finish this up. Maybe that Titan was both those Pokemon together, like some kind of combo meal. Kind of funny because you call it sushi. The little one came out of here, so let's go in there. Oh man, it's quite the battle, I must say. This must be it. So this one's going to be the spicy, I believe, because it's red. And it is our last one. This one is definitely the hardest by far. Just because you end up doing 2 battles. Like two Titan battles. So we are going to set this up here. He says it's chow time. And here we go. Trusty Avon's chock-a-block full of cheer final herb super sandwich. Squeeze that badge tight and cry beautiful tears of friendship as you eat, okay? So we're gonna give the sandwich to him. He's gonna power up again, and so now he's gonna be able to climb up vertical surfaces, which is gonna be huge. Poor Mabostive. Poor little guy. I feel bad for him. This is gonna make you all better, I promise. Nicholas and I really did our best to get this for you. We're gonna play with your favorite ball as much as you want. You know, just like we used to. Please get better. That's all I really want. That's all I want, really. All I want for Christmas, I guess, for him. So, as we approach the 30-minute mark on this video, I promise to not go this long um, for all of the videos, just because, um, it's quite the long one. But Bostiff, you did your best, bud. It's pretty emotional for a Pokemon story, to be honest, but woof. Woof. Look how happy he looks. Bud? Woof. I know, me too, bud. Now your Pokemon's like, what are you doing? Miraidon's like, we're not like that, buddy. So that concludes, well, almost concludes his storyline, but we won't be touching back on it for a little bit here. So my Bostiff did end up getting better, which is great. Hello, this is Turo. What? It seems Miraidon has regained all its powers except for the power to battle. It should be able to climb up any vertical surface while you're riding it. You're the right one to entrust to, Nicholas. Listen to you. Like you had anything to do with it. That voice. Averin, are you there? I've been searching so long for a way to reach you, because no one else can get into my lab but you. Excuse me? Please take Nicholas back to a lighthouse with you, to the lab on Poco Path. I will reach out to you once more once you arrive there. Woof. Guess you probably already know, but that's my dad. Always buried under his work and pursuing his own research, never at home with me. The first time I've heard his voice in years, you know. And now what? The first thing I get is to be treated like I'm some kind of errand boy? It's seriously unbelievable. I guess you and Miraidon probably want to go, eh? Not gonna lie. I feel like my blood's boiling, but sure, fine, I'll get you the lab. What else can I do? Off to the lab. The lab's in Poco Path at the lighthouse where you and I first met. You and me first met. Come on, let's get moving before I change my mind. Big Wolf. Dad, where have you been all this time? So like I said, that's gonna conclude our storyline with Averin for a little bit here. We have some other game things to do, but I'll explain a little bit more in the next one. Thank you for watching.